Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com. It is the 8th of January 2021. If I may make, as always, the usual opening request for a favour, and that if you would subscribe to the channel, please, that would be excellent. Here we have Vardis and their album from the mid-80s, back in the glorious New Wave of British Heavy Metal days, Vigilante. This came out, I think, originally 1986, I think it was, and it was reissued a few years ago on CD. Just listened to it again this evening. Fantastic stuff. And of course, Vardis were around before 1986. I mean, they were around the original New Wave of British Heavy Metal days. So many times back then. Loved them ever since. Fantastic. And so here we have Vigilante on released on a remaster a few years ago, and as I recall it, Steve Zodiac, the guitar player, the one and only Steve Zodiac, unearthed the tapes somewhere, found them somewhere, sorted it all out, and reissued it a few years ago. And for an old fan like myself from the old days, it's a special treat to have this on CD after all the vinyl stuff I had over the years for Vardis has long since been destroyed, lost, forgotten, worn out, or a combination of all those things. So it really is a treat to hear this again, and just how unique Vardis were back then and are today even. It's a huge monster sound. You've got Steve Zodiac's unmistakable style all over it. It's barking heavy metal, it's new wave of British heavy metal, it's boogie, it's punk, it's rockabilly, it's everything like that chucked together. So much going on as in Vardis's unique style. If you're not familiar with them, I guess to try and give you some idea of what it sounds like, that there's somewhere between Budgie and Motorhead, with a bit of the Damned and the Cramps thrown in, all played at a breakneck speed, 100 mile an hour, and but still with some melodic overtone, and you might get close, but you really got to listen to it to appreciate just how different, but just how good Vardis are. Take out that we've got like the jangling riffola of Learn How to Shoot Straight starts it off. Great big song, big booming drum intro, then the guitar comes in. And we're off. So 100 mile an hour stuff, but oh so good. I must be mad as a big hook, damn catchy, and all the 11 songs here grab the attention right from the start on the like Vardis can. Zodiac's guitar is quite marvelous from start to finish. You know that sound is so different but so good. And to use one song title here, it's a wild sound. It really is fantastic stuff. Vardis, with this difference that they had about them, of course, should have been huge, though, are one of the many bands from the new wave of British heavy metal days that weren't. But something this good, something this eclectic, but most definitely heavy and energetic, should have sold huge. Didn't, but it deserves a place in anyone's collection, whether it's an old Nawabam fan like me or any self-respecting rock fan, really. Zodiac's guitar style, it's worth having just for that. Listen to that on its own, but backed up with a rhythm section that's as powerful as this. The three of them make such a huge noise between them. It really is something else. So whether you're an old fan from the old days like me, or you just want to get into some proper stuff but that's a little bit different, check it out. I mean, in the liner notes, Zodiac himself says, we believe this record is our finest studio moment, and I'd go along with that. I mean, of all the good stuff they've put out, this is a standout. It's so energetic, and it still sounds great today, even around about 40 years, 35, 40 years since it was released. And well, what can I say? Just listen to it. Listen to it and either remember or discover what a band Vardis are. As always, there's a link in the description below to the album on Amazon if you'd like to go and do that. Link to the blog post on the website as well. Please subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate that. And of course, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care.